Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health, and because I think that's a big deal for people, including myself. Um, it's part of what helped me be able to do this, um, let alone to keep doing it, even though I'm not even 2 weeks in yet. So I'm gonna talk about stuff that works for me. I can't say anything for anyone else, but it works for me. So I'm at a gas station right now. So I started taking my mental health pretty seriously a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half, not exactly sure. It started with a moment of, um, I had been very negative for a while, and I realized I was using that to get people's attention. And I realized that I had a epiphany that why would people want to be around someone who's so negative all the time? And I told myself right then that I'm going to start being more positive, and I have, and it's made a huge difference in my life. Um, that came with me not only starting to force myself to think positive thoughts and getting rid of the negative thoughts. I started forcing myself to stop overthinking. You know, is someone really thinking what I think they're thinking about me, or am I just saying that in my head? And it was always me just saying it in my head if I hadn't asked them. So how could I possibly know? There's no reason to waste my time on that. That helped me a lot. Forcing myself to slow down on the road helped me a lot. That helped me develop patience. Um, and certainly helped me with anger on the road, which helped me everywhere. All this stuff helps me everywhere in my life, and starting to be say more positive things to my friends and being happy for them for the things that they've done, and not being angry with myself, say in comedy, because it took me so long, so many times getting on stage in order to finally start calming down. It's like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep getting on stage if I'm not doing so great? Yes, I had good moments here and there, but they weren't consistent. And I kept beating my head against the wall and getting angry with myself, but yet for some reason I kept doing it. Um, but my patience was getting better, and my anxiety was starting to get better, which was the big thing because my anxiety, it made it very difficult to socialize, and especially in comedy, I had a very tough time socializing with other comedians. For the most part, there were some comedians for whatever reason I just didn't feel anxiety around, and it didn't seem to matter who they were. They just, for whatever reason, I met this person and I didn't feel anxiety. But there were fewer people than not that I didn't feel anxiety. I felt it from much more often than I didn't. So um, that was a huge deal, and that really affected how I performed on stage. Everything affected how I performed on stage. It affected how I wrote. It affected how I did act outs and let go. Letting go on stage is amazing. It's such a freeing feeling. It's so much fun. I cannot even begin to explain how much fun that is. And just being able to talk to people and feeling myself and not feeling my shoulders being tense all the time. It's a pretty amazing feeling, and that's with everything. So also going, I did a retreat not long ago, an ayahuasca retreat, and ex- that was an extreme effect on my anxiety. I noticed that my anxiety, it wasn't completely gone, but it went away so much. It was ridiculous after that. I'm very thankful for that. And it's helping me a lot on this walk. It's helping me meet people. It's letting me, if someone wants to help me, it's letting me accept that rather than feeling like I don't deserve it. Because I certainly felt a long time in my life that I didn't deserve anything because of my past. I really, really held on to my past. And someone told me one time, another thing I've been doing is going to a therapist who happens to be a good friend of mine. And he told me one time, um, early on in therapy, that he didn't care who I was then. He cares who I am now. And that was, I don't know how to explain how much of a relief that was off my shoulders, but I really dug it. So I'm very happy for that. But it was a long process. All of this is work. I have to put in the work to make things better. So I'm really appreciative of that. I'm really appreciative. I'm very happy that I'm feeling so much better in life now than I did for a long time. I realized there was some stuff deep down that I hadn't worked on, even though I'd go through moments where I felt very good, very motivated. Here, another thing, just yesterday, I was walking. I did my first couple of miles. I felt really good. And then all of a sudden, I just didn't feel like walking anymore. Like my motivation just went away. And part of this walk is to get me out of that headspace where I just give up. Because I just didn't feel motivated. I couldn't just go to my room, shut the door, and watch YouTube forever or watch a movie or whatever and waste time like I've done so many times in life. And I told myself I have to keep swimming, as my sister sent me a little Finding Nemo gift. Just keep swimming. So that's what I did. I kept going, and I'm very happy that I did. I pushed through it. But there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm sure I missed plenty of things, but I'm really that's helping this walk a lot. Yeah, I could have done this walk probably, and probably would have, without doing all the mental health work. But I don't think it will be near as effective as it is that I've done all this work. And I'm still scared to street perform. I haven't done that yet. That's another mental block that I have to get over. So um, I don't know if I keep telling myself that I need to get some of this under my belt, which I do feel that to an extent, that I need to get some of this walk under my belt, get my feet really wet, understand better what I'm doing, and then start street performing. But at what point do I feel like, okay, I've got enough of that, it's time to go? Is that already happened, or what? Or am I just being a wuss about it? So yeah, that's a cool word the kids should bring back. Wuss. I'm a big wuss about it. So, anyways, thanks for listening. I forgot a lot of things. I hope you guys are having a great time, and bye.